Hi, I'm Hannah. This is my husband Sam. And we have a dog named Xena, and she's a Mastiff. We got her at 4 months old. She does grooming. We got her off Craigslist, and immediately right off the bat, she was shy towards us. I thought that was going to be a good sign, but it turns out now that it was a bad sign. I would say a couple months into having her, she started to, she started
to snap at people a little more and try to avoid people, specifically people she didn't know.
So everybody that she was around at like 4 months when she was first introduced to them, she was perfectly fine with. Anybody else new, she started to like lash out at, bark, get the growling, hair on the back, and then it started to get even worse, I would say, with kids too. There was a neighbor boy, we were over at his parents' house, and he turned his back and she kind of actually like lunged and snapped at him. So it just started getting progressively worse, so we knew we had to do something. So I started looking online and convinced him, yeah, we had to do something. There was nothing in our power to, I guess, help her to get better. So we looked online, and I saw the website for On Point Dog Training, got a hold of Frank. He came out to meet us like quickly, which was awesome. And once he talked to us, sat down and talked with us, and we knew right off the bat, like we talked about that night, we're like, he's the one. He's gonna help us fix her, and already we've seen amazing improvements. And that's the thing that I think we love, is that Frank has, instead of just working on her aggression towards people, he's also helped us with the obedience and the commands. He's done the whole package. So he's helping us to get her exactly the dog that we've always wanted to have.
We have 2 international students that live with us, 2 high school boys that live with us from China. When the first time one of them came, it was him and his family, and they came to see our house where he was living, and we had to have her outside. She was actually caged, not caged, but she was locked outside of our deck, and they went outside on the deck, and she was about ready to rip all their throats out.
They thought it was funny. They had no idea. Otherwise, they don't really see dogs.
They didn't realize that if she got out, they'd all be dead.
So they didn't care. But us, we realized, wow, right off the bat, he's coming in a few weeks. She's getting worse.
So they ended up coming for the first, I don't know, month or so. We had to pretty much keep them separated. She was not a fan of theirs at all. She would bark at them, snapped at them a couple times.
Hair on end all the time.
She just didn't like them, so we had to keep them completely separated, which was not easy. To the point of now they can do anything they want with her, and she loves them, and showing her around both of them, and they can take care of her for us when I'm lazy.
And it got to the point too, we had a third come to stay with us, and she was already doing good to the point that she was doing good with the 2 of them, and then once the third came, it was like not even a problem. She got used to him right away, right off the bat, which she had never done that before. And with him, she never snapped, she never hair on end. I think at first, the very first time, she might have barked, but she grew to love him too. So just that process of seeing, like, she's just come such a long way. So new people now she's doing amazing with. So yeah, I mean, she acts like with them as she would kind of with us. So, which is amazing. So, never thought we'd see that happen. So. I would say stop searching once you find On Point Dog Training, because Frank is your man.
He knows what he's talking about. There's all the stuff he's told us, and it's all been effective. The different methods he's given us. I mean, he's explained to us what her issues are and what he's actually doing, not just I'm going to give this to her, what that's actually doing for her. He's incorporated everything she's had a problem with. She had a problem with kids. He had his kids work with her. he had a problem with strangers, so I mean, he's had people she has no idea who they are work with her. He's just gone through the different issues that she has specific to her, and he's helped those specific areas.
And I would say with me too, like right off the bat in the very beginning, I was always thought like e-collars, shock collar, like everything that I'm like, oh, I would never do that to my dog or whatever. But from the very first time meeting him, I mean, he explained the use of them and the proper use of them actually can bring about good results and all of that. And I've seen that was, I'm a firm believer in everything that we've bought for Xena, because he's helped us have the tools to know how to use them properly. And with Xena, I mean, we've seen amazing results with them. So I'm a firm believer in all of the methods that he's shared with us right off the bat. So.